Strideline. It's one of the most successful sock companies in the country. And if you want to know how childhood friends Jake Director and Riley Goodman started it, you have to go back to the beginning, the very beginning.
We were born 6 hours apart in the same hospital at Overlake, and went to the same elementary school, middle school, high school, college, if you can believe it. And really, from as early as we can remember, we wanted to sell. To sell something.
After trying t-shirts at the age of 10, the two turned their attention to socks while attending Issaquah High School and the University of Washington.
No one was really making colorful crew socks, so we got our start. Said we're going to find someone that could go do that, and found a guy in Istanbul, and we were off.
They might have been off, but they admit they didn't quite know how to get there.
We really didn't know anything, but our attitude was always like, if someone can figure it out, we can figure it out.
While the two were learning their trade on the job, a few people began to take notice.
One time we woke up and Snoop Dogg had tweeted a picture of our socks, and we were like, oh my God, we've done it. So, stuff like that happens along the way that's so cool. And I think probably the most notable one is we were watching the Seahawks playoffs game, and around halftime there was a close-up of Marshawn Lynch going into the end zone, and it zoomed in on him, and he was wearing our Strideline socks in a game. And we had no idea. We didn't intentionally pay him to do this. He just did it on his own accord, and it was awesome. I think it really put Strideline on the map.
Marshawn has gone on to be a spokesperson for Strideline, and that's just one of the many changes they've made since starting in 2009.
We started with a really bad sock. It was really thin, tons of holes. If anyone still has a pair out there, by all means, they're vintage now. We made improvements to the sock every single order, and over time, I think we've started to develop a really, really high-quality premium sock.
And their commitment to quality has paid off. Strideline now has licensing deals with everything from corporations to the NCAA and most recently, the NFL.
I think we sold about 42 pairs our first year, give or take. And now we sell over 5 million pairs a year.
It's a small company, it still is, and we want to keep it that way where it's just very close knit and we're close to the product.
Well, despite all of Jake and Riley's accomplishments, the two lifelong friends are taking their sock success all in stride.
We wanted to start something and build something special, and for us, we still feel like we have such a long ways to go to turn this brand into what we think it ultimately be.
We really are obsessed with making the most comfortable sock on earth.